Takoda, a small, forgotten village lying quietly on the banks of the river. To the outside world, it was just another dot on the map. But the villagers knew something ancient. In the silent fields, the banyan stood like a beast. Its roots crawled deep, its branches reached out, frozen mid-scream. No bird sang here, no wind passed. Villagers call it the Tree of Secrets. Not myths, not tales, but fear buried deep, never dead. After sunset, laughter echoed, then silence. Groans faded, a whisper followed. Something old listened. Some believed treasure lay beneath the tree. Not gold, something older. Only the pure heart may find it. Others vanish. Some said spirits lived there lost, cruel, hungry. They trap wanderers in illusions. Forever, no one neared the tree after sunset. By day, they stayed back as if an unseen wall warned. Do not cross, and there is one guy called Ryan. He lived in a small mud hut, poor yet content. Each morning, he stepped into his fields, hopeful, hard-working, unshaken. Before sunrise, Ryan rose. After nightfall, he collapsed. Yet storms and fate never let him rest. Ryan had a friend, Sean, who always dreamed of riches building castles in the air. Sean's words glowed with greed, quick, restless. He always chased shortcuts, never the path of toil. Sean didn't care who got hurt. His greed burned brighter than any guilt or consequence. In the village, there was a man named Vincent, a greedy and ruthless trader whose money-lending business had spread across the entire village. Vincent was willing to seize people's lands and keep them under his control at any cost. And then there was Alara, an old, mysterious woman who lived in a crumbling house on the outskirts of the village. Some called Ilara a witch. Others believed she held ancient secrets older than the village. They feared Alara's powers, yet visited her in secret to seek fate or forbidden answers. Ryan's life was full of hardship. For 2 years, drought had gripped his fields. The land cracked with dryness, and he was unable to repay Vincent's heavy loan. Vincent's debt kept increasing, and the hunger to seize Ryan's land was clearly visible in his eyes, like a starving wolf waiting for its prey. One morning, as Ryan sat hopelessly in his field, Vincent arrived with his thugs. His walk radiated arrogance, and his eyes burned with cruelty, like a predator about to strike. Vincent said, "Ryan, how long will you water this barren land? Even your sweat begs for rain, and your fate lines have dried. Be a wise man. Sell this property to me. I will give you some money. This land is my soul. I won't sell it. I'll fight till death." Ryan said, "Starvation breaks even the strongest. Remember that." Vincent said. Vincent left, but his eyes held a dangerous secret. Ryan sensed something grim was coming. Ryan knew Vincent's threat was real. He was plotting something big. That evening, Ryan went to meet his friend Sean, a man always plotting quick ways to get rich, from secret gambling dens to hunting rare herbs in the forest. Every word he spoke carried a hidden scent of selfishness, and he was always looking for opportunities to take advantage of others. He said, "Ryan, they've spoken of a treasure under that tree for generations, but this time, I believe it's real." Sean said, "Look, I found an old map, strange symbols, a promise to end our misery. You'll turn fields to gold, I'll build a palace to astonish the world, Ryan said. Sean, these are all just stories made by the villagers to scare people. What treasure? And there's the fear of ghosts near that tree. How many stories have you heard yourself? Sean said. No fear, just old superstitions. Cowards create tales. We'll search together, stay the night, and share the treasure equally. Friendship remains strong. Ryan always saw a bit of cunning in Sean's words. But this time, his curiosity was unusually intense. His voice carried a strange urgency, as if he didn't want to miss any chance. A strange rumor spread. Ilara, the village's mysterious elder, had a vision about the tree. A dream or an ancient prophecy, hidden for centuries. Ryan and Sean approached Ilara's silent home, where dried herbs' sharp scent hung heavy and mysterious symbols were etched deep into the walls. In her room, ancient symbols and celestial charts adorned the walls. In one corner, worn ancient books lay scattered. Everything felt mysterious and old, as if connected to another time. Ryan, Sean, I saw in a dream an ancient treasure under the banyan. Only the pure-hearted can find it. A powerful, unseen force guards it, destroying the greedy. For them, the tree becomes a deadly trap, Sean said. Ilara, tell us how to get the treasure. We'll do anything. I'll risk my life. I found the map. Is it real? Ilara pulled out an old, tattered book, its yellowed pages covered in a strange language no one could read. The book spoke of 3 keys to the treasure: courage, faith, and sacrifice. But the path was woven with deceit and illusions, testing the soul at every step. She revealed a page marked with a complex symbol identical to the one on Sean's map. This symbol will guide us to the true path, she said. Ryan didn't fully believe Ilara's words. He felt she was playing a game or trying to confuse him. He asked, Ilara Ma, how do you know all this? Are you trying to fool us or trap us? Ilara said, her voice low but firm. To know the truth, you'll need courage and trust in me. If your heart is pure, tonight we go to the tree. There, you'll find the first sign and your first riddle. Ilara's hand rested again on the page with the strange symbol. For a moment, her eyes glimmered as if hiding a deep secret, or perhaps as if she herself was part of that very secret. Ryan's mind raced. Was Ilara guiding them or playing them? Her secrets felt heavier than her words, and somewhere behind her calm eyes, the real game waited to be revealed. Questions swirled in Ryan's mind. The treasure, the map, the old woman, all threads of a mystery older than the village itself. Was the tree just a place, or the heart of a deeper, darker secret? Ryan, Sean, and Ilara planned to go to the tree at night, but Vincent caught wind of it. His spies were everywhere in the village, reporting every little detail. He silently followed them. His intent was the treasure, and he would get it at any cost, even if it meant taking a life. In the dark night, the banyan tree looked scarier than ever. Its massive roots spread like snakes across the ground, and thick branches reached the sky like terrifying hands pulling or tearing. The eerie whispering wind seemed the tree itself was speaking secrets, or an unseen spirit groaning, branches moving alive, warning them away. Ryan's heart pounded. His mother's tales of the tree home to spirits, its roots leading to hell, flooded his mind. Sean, this place feels wrong. Something's not right. We should go back, he whispered. This isn't a joke, Ryan warned. Something invisible is keeping us out. Sean smirked. Don't back off now. Treasure's right ahead. Thought you were brave, Ryan. You scared of stories? Quiet, both of you. Follow the book's instructions stray, and the treasure will slip away. Look, the tree is calling you, but keep your soul pure otherwise. This very tree will become your doom. Ilara slowly opened her tattered book, whispering a complex chant in an ancient, unknown language. The haunting echoes filled the night, making hearts tremble. As if the banyan's roots awake, the chant finished, and the ground near the banyan tree's roots trembled. Soil lifted slowly, revealing a rusty old lock glowing faintly. Something hidden was awakening beneath the tree. See, Ryan? I told you the treasure is here. We're about to become rich. We'll escape all our troubles. To open this lock, 3 things are needed: the blood of the brave, the tear of the faithful, and a sacrifice. Ilara warned. All 3 must be offered with pure heart. Greed will shatter the ritual, and the treasure's guardians will curse you forever. Ryan sliced his palm, letting blood drip onto the lock. It glimmered, and the engraved symbols flared like flames, alive with an ancient power. Sean shed tears in memory of his mother and let them fall onto the lock. As the tears touched it, a faint, mysterious hum emerged, as if the tree itself spoke or an unseen power had awakened. As the tear fell, a faint, mysterious hum came from the lock, as if the tree itself was speaking, or an unseen force had awakened. But what did sacrifice mean? Ilara had given no clue yet. Sacrifice means one of you will leave your most precious possession here, a token of surrender to please the God of treasure, not just an object, but a piece of your soul. Ryan took out an old silver ring his mother had given him, his most precious possession. The book spoke of 3 keys to the treasure: courage, faith, and sacrifice. But the path was woven with deceit and illusions, testing the soul at every step. Sean pulled out an old gleaming coin from his pocket, a gift from his grandfather. He hesitated, hands trembling, greed clear on his face. Yet the hunger for treasure pushed him, and he placed it down. Ilara stood still, offering nothing. Ryan's voice trembled with anger. Why didn't you sacrifice? Have you deceived us? My sacrifice is my time I've given you, and the knowledge I've shared on this journey. What you gave was precious to you, not to me. My sacrifice is different, and you won't understand it now. My life itself is my sacrifice. Ryan suspected, but suddenly the lock opened with a loud, rumbling sound, as if centuries-old secrets were unfolding, and the ground started trembling. A dark pit appeared in the earth. Inside the pit was a shining old chest. Its glow was so bright it dazzled the eyes, and from it came a strange, sweet fragrance that could confuse the mind. Ilara gave no sacrifice, yet the lock opened. Had she hidden something in the chant, or was her claim of knowledge just an excuse? Was she merely using the 2 as pawns? Or was she part of some deeper secret tied to this treasure? Was her life itself the sacrifice? Or was there a deeper secret? What lay inside the chest? Was it truly treasure, or another mystery, perhaps a deadly trap? Was Vincent on his way? Had the tree granted Ilara the power to open the lock without making a sacrifice? Suddenly, Vincent emerged from the bushes. His eyes gleamed with greed and triumph, as if he had just won his cunning game. Behind him were his henchmen armed with weapons. "This treasure is mine. You've all been fooled. I've been watching all of you. Now leave this place, or your fate will be far worse." She pushed Shaun hard, and he lost his balance, falling to the ground. His head hit the ground, and he groaned in pain. His breathing grew rapid, and his eyes held only the gleam of wealth. He was unwilling to see anything else. But as soon as he touched the chest, a sharp blue light flashed like lightning, and Vincent screamed horribly before collapsing unconscious. His body began to tremble violently. His body trembled violently. Even his guards fled in fear, leaving their weapons behind to save their lives. Ryan said, "What just happened? This chest is cursed. It's the work of spirits. We must run away from here, or we'll get trapped too. I told you, only a pure-hearted person can find the treasure." Vincent's greed drowned him. This was just a warning, pointing towards the true treasure. Ryan tried to touch the chest, but Alara stopped him. "Wait, Ryan. This chest is not the real treasure. It's just a guardian that keeps the unworthy away. The real treasure is hidden even deeper within the roots of the tree. We must face another trial. The real treasure is hidden even deeper within the roots of the tree. We must face another trial, a trial that will test the depths of your soul and force you to face your deepest fear." Vincent stalked us in silence, greed burning in his eyes. But the chest's curse caught him a trap for the unworthy, a bitter lesson for the greedy. What was the real treasure? How did Alara know all this? Was she part of the force protecting the tree, or did she possess some hidden knowledge of her own? What was the next trial, and would Ryan be able to pass it? Did the chest hide yet another secret? Alara read another incantation from her worn, ancient book, one even more complex and older than the first. Her voice carried a strange, resonant echo. As the incantation ended, a small, radiant plant emerged from the tree's roots. Its flowers were golden, releasing a divine, enchanting fragrance that calmed the mind. These flowers were unlike any ordinary ones. They floated in the air, as if not from this world, their glow illuminating the darkness like they were light itself. This flower is immortal. You can end your poverty by selling it, but only the one with a pure heart and no greed can take it. Whoever touches it with greed will lose it and never find happiness. Ryan picked up a flower and felt peace and happiness. The flower began to glow in his hand, casting a strange light on Ryan's face, as if he himself had become illuminated. Shaun also took a flower, but as soon as it touched his hand, it withered and turned to dust. Disappointment and anger were clear on Shaun's face, and his eyes showed terrible pain. It was a terrible pain. What happened? Why did my flower wither? Mother Alara, you lied to me. You are deceiving us. Greed and deceit will never bring you happiness. Shaun, these flowers are only for those who are selfless and whose souls are pure. Your soul is filled with greed. That's why the flower rejects you instead of accepting you. Alara, how do you know all this? And why didn't you give any sacrifice? Who are you? Do you guard this tree? Ryan, I showed you the way. My sacrifice was my truth, my belief that you could find this, and you had that truth within you. I am not the guardian of this tree, but I safeguard the ancient knowledge that leads to this treasure. My ancestors knew of this tree and its secrets, passing this wisdom through generations. I am the final link in this chain. There was a glimmer in her eyes, as if she was hiding something more, a deeper secret Ryan could not yet understand. But the time had come to know. Elara had already discovered the truth of the real treasure. Elara already knew the secret of the true treasure, but she had only told Ryan and Sean half the truth. Was she hiding her true identity? Was she using this knowledge for another purpose? Or was she part of a greater power tied to this treasure? Could she belong to some ancient, mysterious society tasked with protecting it? Sean grew furious. He thought Elara was making a fool of him and wanted to take all the flowers for herself. He told Ryan, "Ryan, this Elara is fooling us. She wants to take all the treasure for herself. This is all her act. We should get out of here." Sean tried to attack Elara. Anger and greed blazed in his eyes as he lunged toward her like a sword. But suddenly, the tree's branches began shaking violently, and a strange, eerie voice echoed as if the tree itself was speaking or some invisible force was warning Sean. Sean stepped back in fear. His body trembled, and the sword slipped from his hands as it starts burning. "Sean, you are my friend, yet you have so much greed. Elara is right. The treasure belongs to truth, not greed. You have insulted my friendship, and now you are defiling this sacred place." Sean admitted his mistake, but the greed in his eyes still lingered, a hunger that refused to fade. He secretly tried to pluck another golden flower. This time, thinking faster that no one was watching, he broke the flower and tried to run away. But as he ran toward the village, the flower began to burn in his hand and then turned to ash. A strange energy pushed him back, and he fell to the ground. A terrible pain coursed through his body, and he felt as if his soul were burning. Sean tried to deceive Ryan and Elara, but his greed destroyed him. The tree itself punished him, showing that nature never supports greed and that its laws are unforgiving. Unanswered questions lingered in the cold night air. Sean's fate, the return of Vincent's men, and the true depth of the tree's wrath. The forest waited, holding its breath. Vincent, who was still lying unconscious, slowly began to rise. In his eyes burned a fire of revenge more ferocious than ever, and on his face a terrifying smile spread. He saw Ryan, who still held the glowing golden flower, and jealousy burned in his eyes. "So this is the real treasure," he thought. "I won't let it go. It's mine now. No one can stop me." He attacked Ryan, a stone clutched in his hands, ready to kill. But this time, Elara moved swiftly forward. There was a strange agility in her steps, as if she were floating in the air. She chanted another mantra, and massive roots burst from the tree, wrapping tightly around Vincent as if ready to devour him. His screams echoed through the air, reverberating in the forest. Greed leads only to darkness. Vincent is trapped by the roots until he atones for his sins and cleanses his intentions. Nature protects its guardians and punishes the unjust. Ryan saw Vincent and felt pity. He said to Elara, "Elara, let him go. Give him a chance. Maybe he will realize his mistake and return to the right path." Elara relaxed, and the roots released Vincent. His face drained of color, eyes wide with fear and regret. He understood his loss and the tree's lesson, then fled silently into the forest. With Vincent gone, Elara faced Ryan. Her eyes radiated calm and wisdom, a glow on her face signaling the completion of her lifelong duty. A serene, almost magical light surrounded her. "Ryan, Now the time has come for me to reveal my final secret. I am not just a mysterious old woman who sells herbs. I am one of the ancient guardians of this banyan tree. My ancestors have protected this treasure and its power for centuries. This treasure is not just material wealth, it is the balance of life. These golden flowers are not mere riches, they are pure energies that nurture the earth and purify heart. Ilara looked steadily at Ryan. Yes, Ryan, I brought you and Sean here to find out who is truly worthy of this treasure. Sean's greed led him astray. He must learn from his own mistakes. You are the true heir of this treasure. She gave another flower to Ryan. This flower is eternal, as long as it is used for good. When you sell it, it will end your poverty, but its real value grows through your hard work and honesty, and it will purify your soul even more. Ilara, with a strange glow in her eyes, said, My sacrifice, Ryan, was to keep the secret of this treasure hidden for so many years. It was my duty to guide the right person to this path and pass on this ancient knowledge. Now, my duty is fulfilled. The power of this tree and its wisdom will remain with you. Ilara's body slowly became transparent and then dissolved into the air as if she had never been there, or as if she had come from another realm and was now returning to her true home. Her voice echoed in Ryan's ears. Ryan was left alone, holding the golden flower, with a deep secret and a new responsibility in his heart. He realized that Ilara was not just an old woman, but a part of nature itself, or an ancient spirit guarding this treasure.